There's a difference between being inspired by someone and completely misunderstanding what they stood for. When Tool's Maynard James Keenan heard Limp Bizkit's Fred Durst call Tool one of his major influences, he didn't take it as a compliment. In fact, it bothered him deeply. Because for Keenan, Tool wasn't just a band with heavy riffs and aggressive lyrics. It was a project rooted in emotion, introspection, and meaning. In a 2006 interview, Keenan was asked about bands like Earshot and Chevelle, who were often compared to Tool. His response was simple: "I don't mind that we influence other bands so long as they use the influence in the right way. The bands you just mentioned lack a great deal of emotional depth." But what really struck a nerve was Fred Durst. Keenan recalled hearing Durst name Tool as one of his biggest inspirations and responded, "How can you take what we've given and use it to further what we've been fighting against?" He didn't stop there. It is disheartening. A lot of these bands see what's on the surface, like they listen to our albums at parties or something, when we make music that you need to properly digest by being alone with the album. For Keenan, the aggression in Tool's music came from a deeper emotional place. It wasn't about looking or sounding tough. It was about processing pain. He felt that Durst and bands like Limp Bizkit missed that point entirely. In fact, his disdain was so strong that he once made a comparison no one saw coming. When Fred Durst called Tool an inspiration in 2001, Keenan told a reporter, "If the lunch lady in high school hits on you, you appreciate the compliment, but you're not really going to start dating the lunch lady, are you?" This feud wasn't one-sided either, or at least the criticism of Limp Bizkit wasn't. Rage Against the Machine's bassist Tim Comerford was famously furious when Limp Bizkit won Best Rock Video at the 2000 MTV VMAs. So much so that he climbed a fake palm tree on stage in protest, got arrested, and spent the night in jail. When asked about it later, he simply said, "We were up against Limp Bizkit, one of the dumbest bands in the history of music." Even Limp Bizkit's own guitarist Wes Borland admitted Keenan's comparison stung. He once said, "I read an article where Maynard James Keenan compared us to McDonald's. Tool is like fine dining, Bizkit is like McDonald's." Despite all the backlash, Limp Bizkit pushed on with their music. But the tension with bands like Tool and Radom made one thing very clear. Not all inspirations are welcomed, especially when the message behind the music is misunderstood. So what do you think? Was Keenan right to call out Fred Durst? Or was it just a clash of different styles and values? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more rock and metal stories.